best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there, so that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity.
Terence Crawford is not slowing his legacy for even a moment, and he has now confirmed his fight with Janibek Alimkhanuly in March. After resolving his doping issue, Janibek is fully cleared and ready to step into the ring against Terence Crawford next. Crawford posted a video on his Instagram that carried a strong, clear, and fearless message. He made it known that his focus is locked in on his opponent. He stated that the fight is happening in March without hesitation. It was a calm but powerful warning from a fighter who currently stands above everyone else at the top of the boxing world.
We're here next, looking for you, looking for December 6th, how you're gonna do it.
I got my eyes on you, Janibek. Good luck.
Janibek would be Crawford's toughest fight. Like tougher than Canelo, tougher than a few of the other guys.
I believe he honestly could be, and I think that he is big, strong, and
Janibek, the reigning WBO and IBF champion with an unbeaten record of 17 victories and 12 knockouts, responded immediately and said a clash with Crawford is the fight fans have been waiting to see. Crawford made it clear that he is completely serious about this matchup. He wished Janibek good luck while flashing a small confident smile. His words made it obvious that both fighters are fully focused and locked onto each other. The Kazakh star fired back quickly, saying that the best must face the best. He added that if the talk is already intense, then fans should imagine what will happen once they finally meet inside the ring.
So, do you call you think it's overrated?
Who? Janibek. It depends, I guess. I really wouldn't say Janibek is unproven, but he really hasn't fought elite.
Is he
after shocking the boxing world and taking Saul Canelo Alvarez's crown to become the undisputed champion at 168 pounds, the American already has a new goal. He now wants to take control of the 160-pound middleweight division and secure another historic achievement. Crawford, who became the first boxer to unify 3 weight classes in the 4-belt era, is now chasing something even greater. He is aiming for 6 world titles across 6 different divisions. If he moves down to 160 and succeeds, he would reach a place in sports history that very few fighters have ever reached. This moment shows a shift from dominance to pure ambition, and his vision is clear. Remain on top at super middleweight, take over middleweight, and continue building his legacy. Crawford is not here to compete. He is here to rule. And when a king speaks, the entire boxing world listens.
poised, and that's going to be a problem.
Last question. If Crawford was to go down there, beat Janibek, beat Carlos Adames, become an unprecedented 4-division undisputed champion, where exactly would that put him in history?
Right up there with the very best. Honestly, right up there with the very best.
He's at the same boat as Boots right now.
No.
Okay.
I don't think. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Boots is not overrated. Boots is just not in a position to get a championship title.
Yeah.
Or an opportunity yet.
Okay.
Janibek, I don't know what the belts are like.
Based on a recent update from Chris Mann's, Terence Crawford is now targeting a fight in March, which likely removes the chance of a rematch with Canelo. Crawford is expected to stay active early next year, with reports saying he is planning his own major event in March. Mann's posted on X that preparations are already moving forward for a bold 4th undisputed title run that could rewrite boxing history. Crawford appears to be closing in on another world champion matchup. As he watches the next month closely, he has shown interest in facing the unbeaten Janibek Alimkhanuly, who currently holds a flawless 17-0 record.
Okay, so now this is just getting straight out ridiculous. Okay, now they're saying they want Crawford versus Janibek now, okay? And they was like, well, yeah, why not? You know, because he was going to move up and take on Canelo at 168. He was talking hell.
Lost the battle but won the war. Okay.
You know what I mean? With Terence right now, but as far as Terence, ain't nobody gonna beat him right now, man. Nah.
Nobody, huh?
No, ain't nobody beating him, man. I mean,
Even your former student Janibek?
No, not right now, no.
Alimkhanuly, the WBO and IBF middleweight champion, was set to face Aris Landila this December with the goal of adding the WBA belt to his growing collection. Crawford has made it clear that he is open to fighting the Kazakh-style champion in the future, and he delivered a direct message that caught attention. Responding to a post from Dean Boxing about Alimkhanuly, Crawford encouraged him to keep moving through his opponents. He confidently said they would meet soon and promised that their paths are going to cross.
The thing is that it's the fights are definitely in a different caliber. My favorite all-time fighter will be and shall always be Sugar Ray Robinson. And he was just an amazing fighter. I don't think that there'll ever be anybody to eclipse what he did.
Connie manager EU's Klimas met with Terence Crawford this week during the WBO convention in Bogota, Colombia, and later shared a video sitting beside the pound-for-pound star. Crawford delivered a bold message aimed directly at the middleweight division. He said he has his eyes on Janibek and wished him good luck while pointing to his eyes and forming a fist. The moment sent a clear signal that his focus is locked in. Alimkhanuly responded on social media in a calm and respectful way. He thanked Crawford and showed he is ready for whatever comes next.
I go up to 160 and fight Janibek. Yeah, forget about the, the Spence rematch. Go ahead and take on Janibek, okay? Now, I was talking with someone last night, we was watching the fights and, he's a big Earl Spence fan and everything. So, look, this is not real hate on Earl like on
Alimkhanuly is widely expected to come out on top against Lara. Oddsmakers have the 32-year-old Kazakh as a -480 favorite, while the 42-year-old Cuban southpaw is listed as a +330 underdog on FanDuel. Connolly, a knockout specialist, has won his last 4 fights by stoppage, though his opponents were considered weaker. He currently holds the #1 ranking at 160 pounds. The other middleweight champion is WBC title holder Carlos Adams, who has a record of 24 wins, 1 loss, and 18 knockouts.
But I know that there's some guys that he can get in the ring with that are elite, and he hasn't gotten in the ring with them. Once upon a time, there was the talks of Boo Andre and Janibek fight. That never happened, and a couple other fights. I mean, I guess overall, I would say, yeah, he's a little overrated.
Bingo, we got one.
I've seen some good boxing from him, and then I've seen not really struggles, but I've seen a lack of consistency too. So
doesn't need to face Adams, said Alimkhanuly. I'll beat them both, take all 4 belts, and then Crawford can take his time and get ready to fight me on December 6th. Put on your sunglasses because I'll be shining in the ring. Terence Crawford has become every boxer's dream opponent after his win over Canelo Alvarez. Crawford scored a unanimous decision victory on September 13th and became the first male boxer to claim undisputed titles in 3 different weight classes. That victory also raised his profile even higher after defeating one of boxing's biggest stars. Since then, every top champion has been calling out Crawford for a fight.
The thing is, these guys want Crawford to lose just to shut up the Crawford fans, because the Crawford fans knew what they were talking about. They knew that he was going to beat Spence. And, I guess the Spence fans, they're very butthurt about it. So, yeah, they want Crawford versus Janibek next.
Gias suggested that he wants to see Benz take on Crawford. Benz, however, has refused to move down from the 175-pound division to super middleweight. At the same time, Canelo is set to undergo surgery for an elbow injury, making an immediate rematch with Crawford unlikely unless he waits for Canelo to recover. Now a new unbeaten champion has come forward calling out Crawford for a 2026 undisputed super middleweight title fight.
Mac, you've been training Crawford for years. Is he retired or is he going to keep fighting?
He just got to take a break.
Is Terence Crawford retired or is he going to keep fighting?
Oh, he's going to keep fighting.
He's going to keep fighting?
Yeah.
You're the man. Be man. Hey, congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
The other middleweight title, the WBC belt at 160 pounds, is held by Carlos Adams. Janibek believes he will have all the middleweight belts by next year and aims to move up to challenge Crawford for the undisputed 168-pound crown. He said by next May, I'll have all 4 belts, and if Crawford still holds his 4 at that time, we'll see a clash of 2 undisputed champions in the fall of 2026. The 32-year-old Janibek is 17-0 with 12 knockouts. He has tremendous power and is riding a 4-fight knockout streak. A matchup between him and Crawford would be thrilling, but Crawford has repeatedly proven he can handle any style that comes his way.
I love me some Crawford, man. Y'all already know what time it is. But hey, I gotta call a spade a damn spade. Janibek ain't nothing to mess with. He cold. Yeah, Southpaw, you don't know much about him. That's fine. You ain't gotta know much about him. But I'm here to tell you. Speed, power.
No one has ever defeated Crawford, but Hall of Famer Tim Bradley believes Janibek could be a fighter Crawford might want to think twice about if he wants to retire undefeated. Bradley said, "Dude is cold, man, he's a killer. Facing him could put Crawford's legacy at risk." Fans watch to witness Terence Crawford's greatness, and Janibek is not someone to underestimate. Boxing analyst Timothy Bradley also mentioned that Alimkhanuly could cause serious problems for Crawford and suggested that he might be better off avoiding the fight.
Janibek overrated?
Ooh.
You know. Thanks for the question, Prince.
I don't wild out like I used to ever since the Terence Crawford fight put me in check.
In check for what?
Oh, about wilding out on fighters. You couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me Earl Smith was going to lose that fight that way.
Yeah.
You could not tell me Earl Smith was losing.
Yeah, IQ, defense, offense. Dude is cold, man. Footwork, angles, shoot, power in both hands. He a killer. That's what he is. He a damn killer. Man, you know, so, I mean, look, if Crawford can go down and...
Fortunately for Crawford, that fight might not happen. Mike Kopinger of Ring Magazine reported that Alimkhanuly failed a drug test. Connolly says his first test was clean, but he is unsure what went wrong with the second and has requested a retest. He was scheduled to face Arizal Lara in a unification bout this weekend. With neither Connolly nor Lara able to unify, if the fight is cancelled, it greatly lowers the chances of Crawford moving down to middleweight. The futures of both Crawford and Connolly are now uncertain.
No,
If
not right
now, when?
Well, for Janibek and Crawford?
Yeah,
I don't
Crawford. Go ahead.
Crawford right now is at the top of his game. And he'll know. He'll know when it's time to quit. He'll know. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, should he go?
With a rematch against the Mexican star now in doubt, the Nebraska fighter has been connected to a long list of challengers eager to face him. After the latest call reached Crawford, the Omaha superstar was reminded that a special fighter with skills close to Alexander Yusk presents a real challenge. The unbeaten Kazakh puncher Janibek Alimkhanuly has now come forward, offering Crawford a chance to make boxing history.
So great, and you so much ahead of your competition. You know, they look at the fighters that you fight and say they nobodies because how much you beat them by, or the level of skills that you oppose against them. So when I fight this guy, he was a nobody. When I fight this guy, all he was...
Adding the undisputed super middleweight title to his collection last month, Crawford already held undisputed championships at welterweight and light welterweight, and now could face a possible undisputed middleweight showdown next year. The Kazakh star is seen as a determined challenger to Crawford's perfect 42-0 record. Max Kellerman said on Inside the Ring, the thing about Janibek and Alimkhanuly is they are big, they are hungry, and they can really punch.
Crawford's legacy. Now, it might not be no marquee name and a name that the whole world will know, but everybody will be tuning in just to see Terence Crawford's greatness because he's a mega star now. He's the star now.
His 38th birthday, Crawford, who has been linked to a possible move to light heavyweight chasing another title held by a fighter who also beat Canelo, said he is still weighing his next fight. While Arizal Lara remains the oldest active champion in boxing, his win over Gonzalez has sparked renewed interest in what comes next. With Alimkhanuly's future uncertain and Lara reportedly not wanting to face stablemate Carlos Adams, a matchup with Terence Crawford is beginning to look like a real possibility for fans.
Potential big fight that could be made of the winner of this, and Terence Crawford could be looking at it. Just wanted to get each champion's thoughts on the potential of a mega fight if this can get acquired.
So, are you asking me a question?
Both. I guess one each. It's just
To rest any doubts from his 14-month layoff, Lara scored a 9th-round retirement win over Danny Garcia. He knocked down Gonzalez twice on his way to his 3rd title defense. While his reputation had slipped compared to Janibek Alimkhanuly, it soared overnight, making him the clear favorite against the 12th-ranked Venezuelan light middleweight. Lara dropped Johan Gonzalez twice to retain his WBA middleweight belt, but he is still considered one of the most unexciting fighters in the ring. It is time for Terence Crawford to move down to 160 and take that belt from him.
The next big fight.
Janibek, go ahead. You can answer first.
За большой бой, мега-бокс, который может быть с Крофордом. Я дайымыз біз. Әрине ондай жекпе-жектер біз үшін үлкен жақсы жекпе-жек болады, мен ойымша.
43 in April next year, which means Lara could be entering the final stage of his 17-year career. It is still too early to predict his next move. But is it also too soon to seriously consider a fight with Terence Crawford? Crawford, the former undisputed super middleweight champion, is at a crossroads. Rumors of a rematch with Canelo, whom he defeated 3 months ago, have resurfaced, while other reports suggest he might drop to 160 pounds to try and become an undisputed champion in a 4th weight class.
This guy is an excuse, so who you want me to fight? I beat this guy, it's an excuse. I beat this guy, he's too young or whatever. So I'm never really going to give my full respect until afterwards. Yes, it's a lot of people that's changing their narrative. Like, man, y'all watching something great.
Happens, he would likely be moving into Lara's territory, among others. Fans had plenty to say about it. One got straight to the point, saying Crawford versus Lara has to be next, line them up. While the matchup is exciting, it would be hard to organize. Crawford is now a global star, and many question how much facing an aging champion like Lara would really add to his legacy. Others pointed out the reality. One fan said hard to see Lara beating Crawford, or Janibek age has caught up with him. If Lara had knocked out Gonzalez, the discussion might be different. Another added, I want Crawford to become undisputed at 160 pounds, but I don't want him to completely destroy Lara. If Crawford moves down and Lara still holds a title, that fight almost writes itself.
Yes, of course, it would be a very, very good fight, and I will be ready for it because it's a big fight, and I think everybody would be looking into it.
Bueno, Erislandi, la pregunta del periodista era la siguiente. Se rumorea que...
Meanwhile, praise for Lara continued to pour in. One fan wrote, easily Lara is a Hall of Famer, no question the most avoided fighter for a reason. Whether he truly is the most avoided is debatable, but this win shows that age can just be a number. Still, not everyone felt Lara's performance deserved talk of a major showdown. One viewer said not exactly a firecracker, but at least there was some action at the end. If that counts as consolation, fine, but I'm glad it's over. Guess that was a tough watch. As the months pass, Crawford's name will likely come up more and more in middleweight discussions.
And we not appreciating it. And it's sad to say that we waking up at the tail end of his career. We really didn't realize it until now, when he's like doing extraordinary stuff, like going up 2 weight classes to fight the best fighter in that division, the #1 guy that's the face of boxing, and the way that I handled that, people like...
Elsewhere, Virgil Ortiz seems ready to make it happen this time. After defeating Lubin, Ortiz told the media at the post-fight press conference, I'm here to fight the best, I don't care who it is, it could be Boots next, it could be Spence next, or Crawford next if he's still willing.
You want to fight Terence Crawford right now?
I would love to fight him, man. I think he's like probably the #1 pound for pound fighter right now.
Do you think he's out of his peak?
No.
Or is he in his peak now?
I think he's in his peak.
And you're saying you could beat a peak prime Terence Crawford?
I'm saying I believe that I can.
Division. Both, it would do really good numbers on pay-per-view, because they should put it on pay-per-view. I think it'll do really good numbers on pay-per-view. And
It's a fight I've been calling for a while. I still believe it's a great matchup to make happen. I'm just going to keep doing what I do best, which is being me. Virgil Ortiz Jr. now has Terence Crawford, Jarinis, and other top names in his sights after his second-round knockout of Erickson Lubin. Ortiz improved his undefeated record to 24-0 with 22 knockouts.
Respect it 100%.
I believe that I can. No, I respect him as a fighter, though. That's the thing. When I want to fight people, it doesn't mean that, I don't like you. Like, let's get it on. It's more like I respect your skills, and I want to see if I can beat you.
Asked like ranked fighters, and you named your GOAT as Bud Crawford, and I think a lot of folks were surprised because obviously a contemporary, somebody called out in the past. Why did you rank him as your GOAT?
Well, I think this is gonna sound kind of there was a little bit of a misunderstanding. I thought I could only choose one person for GOAT.
He's looking for a big fight next, and fans have been excited to see him step into the ring for a while. Boots and Ortiz shared the spotlight after the Lubin fight, where Ennis made his mark in the 154-pound division with a first-round knockout of Wismail Lima. Ortiz delivered an equally dominant performance, arguably against a tougher opponent. While Crawford's attention is focused elsewhere, the number of potential matchups available to him is impressive. That's all for now. For the latest updates on news, highlights, events, and action in boxing, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel and turning on notifications to catch new content like this.